He opens the door, lets her walk in first, smiles at the host, hands on the back of her chair, pulls it out easy, like he's done it all his life. Not a second thought, just the way his daddy did it. He was raised right, head off when he talks to her, eyes on her when she laughs, cold on her when the nights turn colder. He was raised right, not cause she can't, but cause he cares. Old school in a new world, and he's not sorry about it. He studies the menu, knows her favorite dish by heart, tells the waiter we're ready, lets her change it at the last. He'll walk by the curbside, sleeps closest to the door, says text when you get home, waits up just to be sure. He was raised right, head off when he talks to her, eyes on her when she laughs, cold on her when the nights turn colder. He was raised right, not cause she can't, but cause he cares. Old school in a new world, and he's not sorry about it. Some call it dated, he calls it thanks to a mama with tired hands and a father who prayed his name. He ain't trying to save her, she can save herself just fine. He's just showing how it looks when respect and love align. He was raised right, head off when he talks to her, eyes on her when she laughs, cold on her when the nights turn colder. He was raised right, not cause she can't, but cause he cares. Old school in a new world, and he's not sorry about it. He can't name what he wore, can't say who else was there, but he swears that the room smelled like summer in her hair. That blue dress on her shoulders, one strap slipping low, her laugh cut through the small talk like she was all he'd ever know. A man remembers what matters, lets the rest fall out of frame. He can't quote the crowded chatter, but he still tastes her name. That old jukebox kept on spinning, some slow song out of time. He forgets the second verse, but not her hand finding his in the dim light. You can't trace every birthday or how long that fight ran, stopped shining. Half a word before goodbye. The second that the future turned from promise into white. A man remembers what matters, the look that changed it all. He can't map the winding years, but he recalls that final call. The clock was somewhere past midnight, rain tapping soft on the blinds. He forgets what day it was, not the silence on the other side. Call it stubborn, call it tender, call it curse or call it grace. How a single sudden moment can outlive 1,000 days. 'Cause a man remembers what matters, every shiver, every frame, the dress she wore, the song that played, the first time she said his name. He'll lose track of dates and numbers, but one clear truth remains. His heart edits out the background, keeps the scenes that still burn like a flame. Thumb on a cracked screen, scrolling through 15, laughing on tailgates, grass stains, cheap shades. You in his old coat, catch up on your throat, out of focus, young and brave. Friday nights were forever, love it in the front seat, nothing to compare to just your head on his white tee. World was just your small town, two hands on the same dream. He still holds that picture inside every hard day he's seen. Now it's late phone calls, bills pinned to drywall, quiet at midnight, same room, long fight, but they're on his lock screen. You're kissing prom clean before anybody learned pride. Friday nights were forever, love it in the front seat, nothing to compare to just your head on his white tee. World was just your small town, two hands on the same dream. He still holds that picture inside every hard day he's seen. He don't rewind for regret, oh no. He just needs a softer light to remember what was perfect, so he can stay and try tonight. Friday nights were forever, love fit in the front seat, nothing to compare to just your head on his white tee. World is big and heavy, but he keeps that small town scene. He still holds that picture, so he can hold you through the heat. Looking at old photos, smiling through the weather. A man remembers good things to make the hard things better. Phone buzz, 1 a.m. halo, name on the screen, like you knew I'd wait. Stare at the ceiling, heartbeat counting, but my voice stands up, walking slow to the gate. I say, hey, you just wake me up, like I wasn't tracing every number on the clock. You laugh, you talk, like I'm just your steady friend. But a man never shows his hand, a man never shows his hand. You spill your date, how we missed your birthday,
how the fight replayed in the back of a cab. I lean on the doorway, eyes closed, half smiling, acting like this story doesn't cut me in half. I say you'll be fine, you always land on your feet. Like I wasn't ready to drop everything and leave. You breathe, you bend, say my name soft at the end. But a man never shows his hand, a man never shows his hand. You ask, did I wake you? And I lie like it's nothing. You say I was up anyway, couldn't sleep, it's nothing. Bite back the truth that I live for this ring, for this hour, this ache, for the chance not to say a thing. I say, get some rest, you'll feel better with the sun. Like my chest ain't burning when the call is done. You pause, you breathe, say thanks for being my man. But a man never shows his hand. No, a man never shows his hand.
He pulls a chair, straightens a crown, laughs when she laughs, calms her back down. Not 'cause she'll break if the world leans hard, but 'cause he sees gold in the scars. He's not scared to be steady, to be soft and strong and ready. They don't know what they're seeing when they call that weak. He treats her like royalty, not 'cause she's fragile, 'cause she's worth it. Every little courtesy is fire held in a gentle surface. A man's devotion is the hardest kind of armor, giving all his heart away is the ultimate display of power. That's power. That's power. He holds the door, but he loves her fight. Lets her lead on a Friday night. Proud when she wins, still there when she falls. His pride's in the way he answers her calls. He's not lost, he's decided. All his strength, he's gonna guide it into one clear promise that he plans to keep. He treats her like royalty, oh, not 'cause she's fragile, 'cause she's worth it. Every little courtesy is fire held in a gentle surface. A man's devotion is the hardest kind of armor, giving all his heart away is the ultimate display of power. Yeah, that's real power. They don't understand how it takes a lion to kneel by his side and call that a line, and how it takes a giant to say you come first, to carry your best days and sit in her words. He treats her like royalty, not 'cause she's fragile, 'cause she's worth it. Every little courtesy is fire held in a gentle surface. A man's devotion is the hardest kind of armor, giving all his heart away is the ultimate display of power. He treats her like
she's worth it. His open heart is the loudest kind of onward.
Coffee gone cold on the counter. Both of you building your cases. You had the sharpest sentence ready. It burned a hole in your tongue. You saw that look in the mirror, a stranger craving the last word. Fists made of phrases and poison. You almost let that man speak, but you walked away from winning. Let it go, let it go. Left that smaller self standing there, spinning on a floor of broken pride. You walked away from ego, and every step from that old noise was a step toward quiet mornings and the peace inside your eyes. She stood there waiting for thunder, hands on her hips like a shield, ready to swing with the stories, prepared to never back down. Instead you reached for your jacket, softly said, I love you, I'm tired, not of her but of the battle that never needed a war. Cause you walked away from winning. You chose us, not the score. Left that louder ghost grinning in the kitchen, talking to an empty room. You walked away from ego, from the fire that always wants more. And you found that losing the argument opened up another door. There's a man who lives on the tip of your tongue, who only feels tall when somebody's stung. Tonight you turn your back on him, let his crown fall to the ground. Yeah, you walked away from winning. Didn't slam a single sentence, didn't need to be proved right. You walked away from ego and the fight that never came. A man who walks away from that walks toward peace by name.
He says, I never told my father that I was afraid to turn out the same. Thumb on her knuckles, barely moving, both of them breathing out his shame. He lists the nights he drove too angry, the text he typed, then tore apart. The way he laughs when he feels cornered, like armor built around his heart. In the dark it's easy to be honest, when faces fade and only voices stay. A man's strength is what he dares to promise, what he lays down, what he lets you wait. Not the walls he builds up higher, not the fists he keeps of steel. In the dark it's easy to be honest, and his power is the courage to reveal. He tells her every bad decision, the one that almost cost a friend, the dream he quit before it blossomed, because he feared how bright it'd end. His voice keeps cracking on the edges, her breathing doesn't skip a beat. He waits for judgment like a sentence, she only shifts and curls her feet. In the dark it's easy to be honest, when faces fade and only voices stay. A man's strength is what he dares to promise, what he lays down, what he lets you weigh. Not the mask he wears in daylight, not the scars he hides to heal. In the dark it's easy to be honest, and his power is the courage to reveal. I am terrified of failing, I am tired of acting fine. Every secret that he's naming draws her fingers up his spine. Oh, can you hold the parts I'm hating? Can you stay if I'm not strong? She says the bravest thing I'm hearing is you letting me in, being wrong. In the dark it's easy to be honest, but the truth you gave won't disappear at dawn. Your strength is every shaken word you offered, every crack that lets the morning in at all. Not the way you carry silent, but the hurt you choose to heal. In the dark it's easy to be honest, and your power is the courage to reveal. I'm not perfect, I won't pretend. I'll track mud on your clean floor, lose my keys again. I'll say the wrong thing at the worst time, but I'll be knocking on your door every morning, every night. 'Cause I'm here, I'm trying, stumbling, failing, still I stand. That's what a man offers. Not a castle, not a plan, not perfection, not big promises, just a shoulder when it's rough. I can't swear I'll never fall, but I'll always show up. I can't fix you, I can't fix me. I'm still learning how to listen, let you speak your piece. I'll carry groceries, hold your hand in line, sit with you in all the quiet when there's nothing left to hide. 'Cause I'm here, I'm trying, stumbling, failing, still I stand. That's what a man offers. Not a castle, not a plan, not perfection, not big promises, just a shoulder when it's rough. I can't swear I'll never fall, but I'll always show up. One day at a time, that's the vow I keep, yeah. Not forever, never changing, just I'm here, lose or win, no sleep. If you're hurting in the dark, you can call my name. I might not have the answers, but I'll come anyway. Hey, 'cause I'm here, I'm trying, stumbling, failing, still I stand. That's what a man offers. Not a castle, not a plan, not perfection, not big promises, just these hands when life gets tough. I can't swear I'll never fall, but I'll always show up.
He keeps his boots by the bedroom door. Dog tags hang from the mirror glass. Coffee's on before the sunrise. Says if you need me, you don't have to ask. He's mapped out every worst case. She's tracing freckles on his face. He's talking lines and battle plans. She just holds his callous hands. He go to war for her, burn every bridge, every mile, every word, stand on the front line, take every hurt, but she'd never let him, never let him. That's the balance that they live inside. His open hands, a quiet pride, a man who gave his whole world up for a woman who won't let him die for love. She knows the weight that he's willing to carry, sees it sit in his steady jaw. He says I'd walk into any fire. She says, baby, that's the flaw. He's built a fortress in his chest. She keeps a garden in her chest. He guards the gates from every storm. She keeps the peace, keeps his heart warm. He go to war for her, burn every bridge, every mile, every word, stand on the front line, take every hurt, but she'd never let him, never let him. That's the power running both their ways. His wild devotion, her steady gaze, a man who gave his whole world up for a woman who won't let him die for love. He says, tell me what to fight. She says, live with me tonight. Put down the armor, stay right here. Your life is all I'll ever ask, my dear. He go to war for her, burn every bridge, every mile, every word, stand on the front line, take every hurt, but she'd never let him, never let him. That's the balance and they both know why. His ready sacrifice, a gentle drive, two kinds of courage and one tough love. His will to fall, her will to lift him up. Screen flash, her name, whole room lights up, same frame, heart calm, thumb still, group chat laughing, he stays chill. They say, bro, yeah, see that he just smirks, why would I try?
she chose this house, not the comments. I hold my crown, I don't patrol it. Trust isn't surveillance. Love ain't a lock on a phone. I don't scroll through shadows to prove I'm not alone. A confident man doesn't compete. I know my worth, I stay in my seat. If she's for me, then she'll be here. I don't chase ghosts and I feed my deer. Yeah, 10 dudes, type fast, thirst hearts, won't last. She laughs out loud, turn screen, face down. Her eyes on me, that's my receipt. If I gotta beg for assurance, then the whole thing lacks endurance. Trust isn't surveillance. Love ain't a search through a phone. I don't beg for passwords to feel I'm not alone. A confident man doesn't compete. If I'm the one, there's no repeat. If she ever drifts, I won't plead. I let her go, I still believe. I'm not your warden, I'm not your guard. If I have to cage you, I've already lost. So post your picture, live out loud, out. I'll be in the kitchen, safe and proud. Trust isn't surveillance. Love isn't watching you breathe. If I have to spy on your silence, I'd rather pack up and leave. A confident man doesn't compete. I stand tall, steady on my feet. If you stay, it's 'cause you're free. That's how I know you're choosing me. Yeah.
Key card on the dresser, suit coat on the chair, one lamp edge wallpaper, steam curling from my hair, curtains half drawn, that city blinking like it knows, room service tray between us, cooling on the floor. Tracing the rim of an untouched glass. You don't say a word, you just let time pass. Two glasses on the table, only one red stain. You don't cross this distance, you just say my name. So soft, tension in the carpet, in the air, in my lungs. You wait like it's effortless, like patience makes you young. Most attractive thing you wear tonight is how you don't rush my mind. Phone face down, screen silent, my heels kick to the side. TV on a low channel, just color, not a guide. Your tie still knotted, perfect top button holding tight. You ask about my week, not how late it's got tonight. You lean on the window, let the headlights slide across your reflection. You don't come to my side. Two glasses on the table, only one It's effortless like patience makes you young. Most attractive thing you wear tonight is how you don't rush my mind. I test the space between us with a half step, then retreat. You smile like you've seen this scene. You're not moving to compete. You just breathe, just be. Let the silence talk for you. Every second that you don't move pulls me closer to the view. And you, two glasses on the table. Now I lift the untouched one. Your eyes don't even flicker. You just ask, you done with running? Tension breaks like thunder in a soft, slow kind of way. Most attractive thing you wear tonight is how you let me stay. Until I chose to cross that line to meet you halfway.
He runs her a bath, steam on the mirror, curls of her hair clinging to his fingers. Glass on the counter, deep red slow swirl. He lights the small candle, steps back from her world. A man who serves already won, gives it all, then he's done. Hands wide open, heart undone. A man who serves already won, has already won. He straightens the pillows, picks clothes from the floor, folds every argument, leaves it at the door. He kisses her shoulder, then walks down the hall, letting the quiet take care of it all. A man who serves already won, gives it all, then he's done. Hands wide open, heart undone. A man who serves already won, has already won. He disappears, but he's everywhere. In every soft comfort she finds waiting there. No scoreboard, no keeping, no tally, no sum. He's rich in the things he'll never outrun. A man who serves already won, gives it all, then he's done. Hands wide open, heart undone. A man who serves already won, already won. Sunday morning, quiet as a chapel. She's on her side, hair across her mouth. Curtain breeze, shifting little shadows. Coffee smell, cooling in the house. He lies still like he's under orders, eyes tracing
every curving line. Careful distance, half an inch of border, air between them, sharp as honest wine. He's a disciplined observer, holding back his shaking hand, memorizing every color like a map he understands. If this painting ever leaves him, fades or slips into the blue, he'll have every line she ever drew. Freckled by her ear, tiny secret planet, soft bruise from where they dance too hard. Rise of her ribs, slow and almost silent, the way her lashes guard her heart. He's a disciplined observer, holding back his reaching hand, counting breaths like tiny verses only he can understand. If this painting ever leaves him, tears right through his living room, he'll have every shade she ever bloomed. He thinks, don't move, don't breathe too loud, don't wake the work of art I found. Oh, stay. If love is looking more than touching, I'm the sharpest eye in town. He's a disciplined observer, saint of quiet, steady sight, saving brushstrokes in his memory for the days that lose their light. If this painting ever leaves him, walks right out into the noon, he'll still trace her in an empty room. Sunday morning, sun across the ceiling, he blinks once so he doesn't cry. She stirs, smiles, asks him what he's thinking. Nothing much, just learning you by eye. You're washing dishes, light on your wrist, soap on your fingers, you don't see this twist. He leans in the doorway and shaking a bit, been biting his tongue down till he tasted it. He says your name like a first step, like it might crack right under his breath. You turn around, half a smile, half doubt, something in his eyes says this is it now. When the dam breaks, every quiet word comes rushing. All the almost, all the nearly said and nothing. He's a fault line, you're the ground under his shoes. When the dam breaks, every buried truth finds you. He laughs at himself, guess I took my time. Talks about the mornings you were on his mind, the coffee gone cold while he watched you read, all the tiny heavens he refused to need. His voice keeps climbing, stumbling, strange, like a language, learning your name. You reach for his sleeve, he swears he won't run, every word a weight, he's finally done. When the dam breaks, every quiet word comes rushing. All the almost, all the nearly said and nothing. He's a fault line, you're the ground under his shoes. When the dam breaks, every buried truth finds you. He says I loved you scared, I love you still, I love you wrong, I love you will. I love the way you leave the lights on in the other room. I love the parts of me that only move towards you, yeah. When the dam breaks, every guarded glance turns golden. All the tight fists open up like they were chosen. He's an earthquake, trembling just to touch your hand. When the dam breaks, you
the shape you stand. He held it in for months. Now the room can barely breathe. A man who finally speaks shakes everything you believe. A quiet clock on the wall, dim blue light through the blinds. I'm tiptoeing past her shoe, trying not to wake her mind. Pan on a borrowed flame, little oil, little salt, slow dance. Her mug in my left hand, like I've only got one chance. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. Steam on the counter, coffee in the air again. I don't say I need you, I just said her favorite jam. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. Her sweater hangs on the chair, sleeve dipped low like it's tired too. I flip the yoke just right, that's how she likes it, soft all through. Phone face down by the sink, bills underneath the rubber band. All the things we can't fix yet, but this is something I can. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. Steam on the counter, coffee in the air again. I don't say I'm staying, I just butter both ends. Doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. She shuffles in hair a mess, I'm still half in a dream. Smiles when she smells the room, says, is this all for me? I just shrug, look away. Hide my grin in the frying pan. She leans in, kisses my shoulder, whispers, you're my favorite plan. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. Steam on the counter, coffee in the air again. I don't say forever, I just fill a plate again. Doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's eggs and toast at 7 a.m. Empty lane, green signs blur, half-lit dash, her laugh that slur from the song she swears she's finally hearing right. One hand on the wheel to light, her hand on his leg just right. Turn it up, windows down to the night. Nowhere to go, everything's unspoken, but somehow they know. The playlist hitting different tonight. Every chorus cuts a little more real. Some drives are destinations in themselves. Nowhere to go, everything to feel. Gas low, but they don't turn back. Mile signs drip by off track. Phone face down, blue glow in the crack of the sea. He says pick a town, any name. She smiles, let's just miss every exit again. Let the lines run out under their Maybe this is it, just this road, this risk. Her thumb drawing circles where her hand always sits. Silence between songs, louder than a crowd. Both of them thinking, don't say it out loud. Highway with no traffic, nowhere to go. Hearts on the console, steady and slow. The playlist hitting different tonight. Every chorus sounds like how they both heal. Some jobs are destinations in themselves. Nowhere to go, everything to feel. City glass on her lashes, red brake lights bleeding across the dash. He leans in, traffic fading. Every distant sound falls through the cracks. Hands find is like they've done this for years. Just breathing near. Every question melts in the dark as the rhythm climbs through her heart. It's just heartbeat and bass. You and me in this space. No talking, just bodies keeping time. Let the silence explain. Every look, every ache. We're fluent in the way your skin meets mine. Heartbeat and tonight. Half smile on her shoulder, his name soft at the edge of her tongue. Windows fall like they're blushing, every second stretching, coming undone. His fingertips trace down her spine, saying everything between the lines. Street noise fading to a distant haze. Only echo left is the sway. It's just heartbeat and bass. You and me in this space. No talking, just bodies keeping time. Let the silence explain. Every look, every ache. We're fluent in the way your skin meets mine. Heartbeat and bass. Tonight. Latch clicks, hallway hums. He stares at the gray in the door, like it's gonna turn and run. Keys in his hand, phone in the other. One name burning the screen. He swallows it down like water. This is the space after goodbye, air thick as a lie. jaw says stay. A man's pride and his heart meet in the hallway halfway. He's missing her already, but he won't let his thumb press call today. Coat on the chair, her cup in the sink. He circles the table twice, watches his courage shrink, talks to the fridge. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Anything but say he's wrong out loud one time. This is the space after goodbye. Air thick as a lie. His chest says go, his jaw says stay. A man's pride and his heart meet in the hallway halfway. He's missing her already, but he won't let his thumb press call today. If he just said come back, would it sound like defeat? Or like finally choosing the ache over the empty? This is the space after goodbye, where he can't even cry. His chest says go, his jaw says stay. A man's pride and his heart keep drawing that same chalk line each day. He's missing her already, but he'd rather stand alone than move it out the way. Just the fridge humming low, half a sink full of plates. You're barefoot in my old shirt, picking parsley off the steak. Tuesday mail on the counter, junking bills same as last week. You laugh at something tiny, I forget, but I feel it in my teeth. This is the moment, no fireworks, just you. No strangers, no show, just a quiet, yeah, I do. Real things don't need an audience, just a hand that feels like home. A man proposes when it's right, not when it looks good on a phone. You're talking about your day, socks don't match, hair's a mess, the sauce on your wrist. You don't see it, I confess. My heart's pacing in circles, pocket heavy silver ring. The oven timer starts shouting like it knows everything. Oh, this is the moment, no fireworks, just you. No strangers, no show, just a quiet, yeah, I do. Real things don't need an audience, just a hand that feels like home. A man proposes when it's right, not when it looks good on a phone. I drop to one knee, you say, what are you doing? I laugh, I shake, I stumble through every word I've been rehearsing. There's garlic in the air, your eyes start to blur. You say, are you serious? I say, I've never been more sure. Oh, this is our moment, just the light above the sink. No strangers, no show, just the way you look at me. Real things don't
and my whole life answers open.